Everyone knows Memphis is a basketball town. So what's the one thing fans here would like more than seeing their Grizzlies in the finals? How about hosting the NBA's premier event, the All-Star Game? But what would the league do, or would the league ever choose Memphis as a host city? People talk about it, but what are our chances really? Tonight, we found the answer to that question is pretty much up to Memphis. Grizzlies fans know it's called basketball's Super Bowl for a reason.
It would increase all revenue across the board, taxes, hotels to be flourishing, restaurants to be flourishing. I think it'd be a great asset to Memphis.
I think that we should do a bit of a better job at letting people know that this is a fun city. It is a city that can accommodate the influx of people. We do have the activities, we do have the attractions.
The All-Star Game is watched in more than 200 countries. When Cleveland hosted it last year, it drew more than 100,000 people, and depending on how you figure it, had an economic impact of more than $250 million. Sure, the weekend of events draws NBA's elite, like Curry and LeBron, but it also draws all kinds of celebrities who just love the game. We talked to several successful NBA All-Star cities like Cleveland, Charlotte, and Salt Lake, and they all had one thing in common. They got started on a 5 to 10 year plan, a very coordinated effort between local government and the business community to convince the NBA to pick their city for the All-Star Game. Well, there's no such coordinated effort like that here in Memphis, and that's probably a good thing until we get more big hotels downtown.
We have a lot of things going for us.
Memphis Tourism's Kevin Kane says one of the biggest things going for us is our newly renovated Renaissance Convention Center. It's $230 million in improvements. Makes it very competitive with other cities. Also, Beale Street, our city's entertainment district, is unique in how close it is to FedEx Forum. That is also a plus. But there's that hotel issue.
And until we address that, I think it's going to be a real stretch for Memphis to qualify for an NBA All-Star Game.
Here's what that means. The NBA has asked recent host cities to have 5,000 hotel rooms downtown, divided among only 10 to 12 hotels. But Memphis's entire downtown has just 4,500 rooms, and they're divided among 20 hotels. In fact, right now, our only big full-service hotels downtown are the Sheraton with 600 rooms and the Peabody with 464 rooms. And developers' plans to build bigger luxury hotels like a Lowe's and a Grand Hyatt have both recently fallen through.
We didn't get either one of those projects at this time. Hopefully, we're still working on trying to lure somebody here.
NBA sources tell me there are other factors hurting cities like Memphis. FedEx Forum's design is considered outdated now. The league likes a lot more seats in the lower bowl, but most of the Forum seats are in the upper bowl.
And we've been very successful.
Kane says renovating the Forum is already in the works, thanks to state lawmakers who recently passed that $350 million sports package for Memphis. Air service is another big factor. The league prefers the host city's airport have several international flights. And while Memphis International is busier than it's been in years, with direct flights to most major cities, when you look at the flight board, you won't find a single flight taking you outside of the country.
People who want to come here.
Kane says the city's working on that too, specifically flights to Europe and the UK. But for him, the first priority is easy.
We got to just be able to take care of the basic needs, and right now it's housing people in as few hotels as possible.
All right, so here's where things stand for Memphis. Of all the potential roadblocks, renovation of FedEx Forum will probably happen first in 2024. High interest rates and inflation are keeping developers on the sidelines now for any big hotel projects. And Kane estimates international passenger flights are probably 3 to 5 years away. So we could land the game this decade, but it would also require Memphis's political and business leadership showing the will and the vision to see it through. Danielle?